Cancer. So this will be a reading for the eclipse season that will be started on September 6th with a full lunar eclipse. I have some guided messages that I channeled, and then we're going to move on to your oracle and tarot reading. It's going to be a very, very transformative energy. This is an energy also that will last quite a long time, especially with a total lunar eclipse on September 7th. That falls also into a blood moon. So it's going to be quite the energy. On top of it, it's the eagle moon in the Anishinaabe tribe, which means that it's related to the future generation, your legacy. It's also related to taking a higher vantage point to see where you are in your life right now. So you're really being asked to elevate yourself so you can see the bigger picture. This is really, really going to be important, and to not just focus on what you are doing right now, but really open your horizon to create something greater, something that can carry over for the next generation, simply. So here are the messages from my guides. You can skip that and go directly to your reading if you want. It's going to be linked down below. So they are saying it's a season of transformation, whether it is personal or worldwide. The effect on each and every one of you will be different, but you can experience things around family, job searching, experiencing sensory and tactile that could be enhanced. So for some of you that are already sensitive to energies, you could really feel being touched by entities, feeling waves of emotion. So it's really going to be more the touch that will be enhanced with this this eclipse. So they are basically saying that the veil will be thinner, so this is why we're going to be more capable of perceiving things. Expect changes in dynamics, governmental and politics, a rise in violence abroad and war crimes. As individuals, lessons will be learned, the chaos within transformed and transmuted and appreciated, bringing peace within. So this is really an eye-opening eclipse where the goal is really to transmute the energies as much as possible and really have peace with your past. Each soul has opportunity to manifest for the good of the world. 333 could be important numbers, 999 as well. Birds flying in group towards south could be an omen. Open your heart to a new reality. The veil is thin. Capture the energy, the truth, the blessings. Amen. So this is what they had to say. So let's see how the cards will play out. I'm using the Moon Magic Oracle. It's a deck that I've purchased probably 2 years ago when I started my awakening. So I was guided to use this one. It's like there's a loop that is coming for me, probably. We have the card Metamorphic. I just love this one. And we have this big shiny moon. So let me read. No, 33 could be a number, and it's funny because we had 3 through 3. So 33 could be an important number. So the keywords are trapped, hardship, transformation, exactly leading to this eclipse energy, right? Really transformative, transmuted. This card indicates that you are entering a time of transformation through darkness. Yeah, something will occur that will change you on a deep and profound level. There will be a chrysalis stage where you might feel trapped or powerless, but rest assured that this is temporary. Soon you will emerge from the dark chrysalis, and like the moth, you will be free to try the new wings that you have gained. This can be a tricky card indicating a time of hardship, difficulty, or ill health. Know that you are growing in strength and resilience throughout this process, and that you will be wiser than you were before by the end of it. It is a temporary shadow that hangs over you, and while it can be tough to navigate, it won't last forever. Take a tip from the moth and look for any glimmer of light to get you through the darkness. Awesome. So nothing to be worried about, guys. The more we are willing to enter our shadows, the better it is, right? So the more you resist, the more it's getting harder for you, and the more you're into this ego leading the way for you. We need to be comfortable to own our shadows. We need to be comfortable to know where they are coming from. We need to be comfortable to just own who we are truly, whether it is our light or our darkness. And I think that this is really what is happening for you, Cancer. It's that you are being asked to own your shadow. All right, I'm gonna take a card from the Elemental Oracle deck by Stacy DeMarco. Just love this deck. Let's see. It's funny because I have the impression that it's not necessarily diving deep into your shadow. It's the softness that it can bring. So I'm not necessarily seeing hardship as big as like a panel on the highway, right? Or a sign, I should say, a sign on the highway. I feel that like it's more slowly dropping into your shadow, doing the work, and then pushing yourself out of it. Or it could be like definitely an event that could happen that will make you go towards your shadow. It can be brought by someone. So I have the impression that maybe someone will say something that will be a trigger to diving deep, to finally mend this part of yourself that you thought you had addressed. Do you? No. Let's see if it will pop out. Thank you. We have North. Expansion. This is exactly what is the next phase, right? If the more you're gonna appreciate the opportunity to dive into your shadow, the more expansion you're capable of reaching. And this is really how, and we have the number 1. So this is definitely what I'm seeing for you guys, but you need to be willing to really embrace this. And you're being guided to do so, and it's not something that you can do alone. She's on her boat, looking up at the sky. This is something that someone will trigger in you that you will have to seek alone. Unfortunately, nobody can help us doing this work. It's funny because as much as we need a collective to grow, as much as it's such a like individual task. Thank you. We have the Emperor in the reversed, and we have the 5 of Wands. So you could be having some conflict with this Emperor. You could be dealing with an Aries or Taurus. I never know why this is always the 2 signs that are coming with the Emperor for me. Aries or Taurus. There could be a conflict. Father figure, we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. I have the impression that you are choosing to embrace yourself after doing all this work throughout the eclipse season. But this metaphoric phase could be triggered by this Emperor in the reverse here. Someone that could be a father figure, could be a husband, like whatever, like it can be the reversals for you guys. But I have the impression that this is someone who is not acknowledging their responsibility, which creates a lot of friction, which creates a lot of conflict. And it's like pouring like fire on oil, right? It's really like this person is not responsible at all for their action, and this could be what is triggered inside of you. You could also be this person. You could be this person that is not taking responsibility, and this leads to conflict when you're being asked to be the empress, right? To own your truth, your voice, your creativity, your nurturing side, but you are basically not doing so. So this could be very, very conflictual. And the Queen of Wands in the reverse, yeah, with a fire sign possibly. You could be having a lot of fire sign in your chart. It could be a couple as well with whom you are getting into a fight with. Could be mother figure. I have the impression that the conflicts could be related to your vision of your life, and the opportunity that you want to seek out. There is this will to own your truth, right? And this transformative energy is very expanding, and by going through your darkness, there's a lot of light that is obviously going to come in, and maybe your vision of what you want to accomplish will change, just because you're giving the opportunity to get to know a part of you that you didn't. And it's funny because we have the equator here, light and shadow, and I just saw the bottom of the deck of the elemental. You are more and more embracing these duality that you have inside of you. So, but by doing so, it's really opening the gate to a new world for you. And this is not small. Thank you. Are you ready to take the wheels and move on? And move on from certain things of your past. Move on from maybe even your like family home, and to really go your own way. So maybe for some of you, you are moving out. Maybe for some of you, you are deciding to take a trip, right? Oh my God. I have the Two of Wands in the reversed. There is still this fear of taking the step alone. And I feel that maybe these two person or these two people are preventing you from moving forward. You're scared of regretting it. You're scared of being unhappy if you decide to leave. But I feel that you're gonna regret it, and you'll be unhappy if you are not deciding to leave. Because what's waiting for you is the King of Wands, is to be this passionate, beautiful, attractive soul that can take upon the world. So Cancer, you need to make this decision for yourself. You cannot stay behind for others. This transformation is too big for you. It's a big shift. Hope this helped. I will see you very, very soon.